Universal's The Mummy,
Yeah.
classic monster movie.
Yeah, I remember those. Brendan Fraser, lots of sand.
Lots of sand, exactly. But this reboot they're doing, it's being done with Blumhouse Productions.
Wait, Blumhouse, like the horror movie
Well,
people?
horror movie people, yeah. So we're not talking about just a remake here.
Oh, man, this could be interesting.
So I'm thinking, like, everyone remembers the classic The Mummy movies, right?
Yeah, big action, adventure, some scares, but not like terrifying, right?
Yeah, exactly. But Blumhouse, they're known for a very different kind of scary.
Oh yeah, they're like the kings of suspense. They really build that tension.
And they do it all without needing, like, a ton of crazy special effects.
Right. They use this psychological horror. It really gets under your skin.
Totally. So instead of, like, those giant CGI sand monsters chasing everyone around,
Yeah.
we might be getting something way creepier, way more psychological.
Oh, that could be amazing.
Right. And to make things even more interesting, the director they've got for this project, it's Lee Cronin,
Hold on, Lee Cronin, as in the Evil Dead Rise guy.
the one and only.
Whoa, that's a huge jump going from a cult classic like Evil Dead to something like The Mummy.
I know. Pretty bold move.
Think he can handle it?
I mean, well, Blumhouse has a really good track record of giving their directors a lot of freedom.
Oh, for sure. Way more than those big studios like Universal.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, Blumhouse tends to work with, smaller budgets,
Oh, yeah, they're known for that.
which honestly, I think that actually forces them to be more creative.
Makes sense. Less CGI explosions, more focus on the story and the mood.
Exactly. So imagine a mummy movie that, like, really digs into those deep, primal fears.
Man, something that truly chills you to the bone. I would definitely be there opening night.
Me too. And what's really interesting about this whole thing? This actually ties back to something Universal's been trying to do for a while now.
Really? What's that?
They've been wanting to create this dark universe thing. Basically, it's like an interconnected universe, but with all their classic monsters.
Oh, like a monster mashup. That could be cool.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But so far, they haven't really found the right way to, like, make it work.
So maybe this new Mummy movie with the whole Blumhouse twist, maybe that's their key.
I think it could be. It's like they're finally figuring out what modern horror fans actually want.
Yeah, less about the jump scares, more about that creeping dread, the psychological stuff.
Exactly. It really makes you wonder, like, what if they did a horror-infused Dracula next?
Oh, man. Or Frankenstein.
Right. Which classic monster would you want to see get the Blumhouse treatment?
Ooh, tough question. I think Creature from the Black Lagoon, but like really lean into the body horror aspect.
That would be terrifying. I'm in. So basically, this whole reboot, it's opened up this whole new world of possibilities for these iconic characters. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what they come up with next.
Me neither. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more studios trying this kind of approach, taking those familiar stories and giving them a dark, modern twist.
And you know what? I think it's about time. The old formulas are getting stale. We need fresh blood, or maybe undead blood in this case.
Yeah, right.
2. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, racing towards box office gold with Keanu Reeves. Aboard. Next, we find that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is speeding towards a potential record-breaking opening, with projections north of $70 million. The big buzz is the addition of Keanu Reeves as the voice of Shadow. This is one of our most exciting sequels, since even before Reeves, we have confirmation that Jim Carrey will still be very much involved despite talks of retirement, something the director has confirmed. Looks like audiences can't get enough of Sonic's high-speed adventures, and now we'll have all these heavy hitters to be on the lookout for in the franchise's third installment. 3. Superman. Trailer breaks viewing records, heralds new DC era. Speaking of big names in film, the trailer for James Gunn's Superman has smashed viewing records, becoming the most watched trailer in Warner Bros. And DC history. This highly anticipated film promises a fresh start for the DC universe, and the trailer offers glimpses of a visually stunning and action-packed adventure. There's even an appearance from Krypto the Superdog, exciting for longtime fans of Superman lore. Clearly, audiences are ready for a new take on the Man of Steel. We will just have to wait to see how much this new vision resonates. 4. Zay's Lana finally drops after 2-year wait. After a 2-year journey, Zay has finally released Lana, the deluxe version of her hit album SOS. Fans had been eagerly anticipating this expanded edition, which includes new tracks and collaborations. Despite some delays, Lana is now available, and the reception has been overwhelmingly positive. Xia's career continues to ascend, proving her status as one of today's most compelling artists. Now it will be up to her fans to see what all this 2 years of waiting was about. Number 5. Spotify rejects Drake's claims of manipulating streaming numbers. In music industry drama, Spotify has fired back at Drake's legal team over accusations of artificially boosting Kendrick Lamar's streaming numbers. Drake's camp alleges unfair practices, but Spotify insists there's no economic incentive to favor one artist over another. The platform has demanded a dismissal of Drake's claims, calling them false. This legal battle underscores the ongoing tension between artists and streaming platforms, highlighting the complexities of the modern music landscape and how things are far more public than it may seem. 6. Radiohead's future uncertain as bassist Colin Greenwood reflects. Radiohead fans, take note, bassist Colin Greenwood recently opened up about the band's past and its uncertain future. In a new interview, Greenwood looked back on their incredible journey, but also acknowledged the ambiguity surrounding their next steps. While there's no official announcement of a breakup, it seems Radiohead is in a period of reflection, leaving their next chapter yet unwritten. We're eager to see where this group goes. 7. Timothée Chalamet tackles Bob Dylan in new biopic, A Complete Unknown. Timothée Chalamet is set to portray the legendary Bob Dylan in the upcoming biopic, A Complete Unknown. There's been significant buzz around Chalamet's dedication to the role, even forgoing a transformation video, according to co-star Edward Norton. It's notable that Dylan himself has not yet seen the movie. The film will aim to capture the complex and influential artist, potentially facing critiques and comparisons. 8. Blockbusters get critical. The Brutalist, Mufasa, The Lion King, and Nickel Boys garner mixed reviews. Critics have been sharing their thoughts on The Brutalist, Mufasa, The Lion King, and Nickel Boys, all receiving varied reactions. The Brutalist, which is a historical drama, stars Adrian Brody, while Mufasa, The Lion King is a prequel to the beloved Disney classic. Nickel Boys, directed by Ramel Ross, is adapted from the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel by Colson Whitehead. While some critics are praising these films for their ambition and artistry, others are finding them less compelling. The takes will all add to the overall picture, especially with 2 of these films still not out. These will no doubt also influence how you may view Superman as it nears release. Number 9. Reality TV rundown. Teen Mom's Kids Grow Up and a surprise podcast hit. Time flies. The kids from MTV's Teen Mom are now teenagers themselves. A new trailer for Teen Mom, The Next Chapter, shows Mossy Bookout and Amber Portwood's children turning 16, bringing new milestones and challenges. It's a fascinating look at how these young parents and their families have grown up in the public eye. This is an interesting change from where the show initially started. Will audiences keep up with the now adult kids as much as they have with their adult moms? 10. Kylie Kelce's podcast Not Gonna Lie tops charts, eclipsing Joe Rogan. In a surprising turn of events, Kylie Kelce, wife of NFL star Jason Kelce, has seen her podcast, Not Gonna Lie, soar to the top of the charts, even surpassing Joe Rogan's popular show. The podcast's success has sparked discussions about her relatability, her content, and even her political views. It seems Kylie Kelce has struck a chord with listeners, proving that authenticity can resonate deeply in the crowded podcasting world. Will she continue to overtake Rogan? Is what we want to know. 11. Beast Games sparks controversy over money lessons for kids. In reality television not as beloved, we have Beast Games, the new Amazon show from MrBeast. The competition show has a strange relationship with a fintech company, MoneyLion, that has left people asking a lot of questions. It has been heavily criticized, even getting negative reviews for its attempts to be an entertaining version of something like Squid Games. Only time will tell how MrBeast's empire will hold up as he ventures into the world of real television. Mub 12. Audra McDonald takes on iconic role in Gypsy Revival. Broadway legend Audra McDonald is receiving rave reviews for her performance as Rose in the new revival of Gypsy. Critics are hailing her portrayal as a triumph, cementing her status as one of the greatest stage performers of our time. It sounds like a must-see for theater lovers and those wanting to be exposed to the unique style of a stage icon. McDonald's ability to transition to and from Hollywood is something for fans and peers alike to look forward to. 13. Ethan Slater's ex-wife speaks out amid his relationship with Ariana Grande. In other stage news, in a very different corner of the entertainment world, the personal life of Wicked star Ethan Slater has been making headlines. His ex-wife, Lily J, has spoken publicly about their divorce, which occurred amid Slater's budding relationship with Ariana Grande. Jay's comments have offered a glimpse into the complexities of relationships in the public eye. This also brings new light to McDonald's role in Gypsy, as this new cast also navigates the world of personal fame versus professional praise. 14. The Talk. Signs off after 15 seasons, keeping finale week intimate. After 15 seasons, the daytime talk show The Talk has aired its final episode. The hosts shared emotional farewells, marking the end of an era for the popular program. The finale week was a family affair, choosing to not invite back former hosts despite their impact. The Talk's departure leaves a void in daytime television, but also opens up possibilities for new voices and formats to emerge. As we consider that change is in the air for morning talk shows, let's turn to another actress making an impact on screen. Kerry Washington's 6888 highlights Black women's role in World War II. Kerry Washington's new film, 6888, directed by Tyler Perry, tells the inspiring true story of the 6888th Central Postal Directory Battalion, the only all-Black, all-female battalion to serve overseas during World War II. The film is now on Netflix, and it sheds light on a crucial, often overlooked part of history, emphasizing the contributions of these courageous women. Hopefully, more films like this are in our future. Washington herself has mentioned how the real-life story, which took place partially in Hampton Roads, impacted her vision of the project. 16. Kelly Clarkson's apparent jab at ex-husband sparks reactions. Kelly Clarkson has once again caught fans' attention, this time with what seems to be a subtle dig at her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock. Her latest Christmas album art features a stocking labeled Nope, which many interpret as a reference to their past relationship. While Clarkson hasn't directly confirmed the meaning, the imagery has certainly sparked conversations and reactions online, with people chiming in on how she may have had the last word here, especially with all her fans standing with her. 17. Diddy's attorney faces lawsuit, allegations of smear campaign involving Jay-Z. The ongoing legal battles surrounding Sean Diddy Combs have taken another turn. Tony Busby, the attorney representing several of Diddy's accusers, is now facing a lawsuit himself, with allegations of transmitting an STI. The lawsuit also implicates Jay-Z in a supposed smear campaign, adding another layer of complexity to this already intricate case. Jay-Z himself has yet to publicly comment as of the taping of this episode. 18. Diddy's appearance sparks concern amid legal troubles. In more news about Sean Diddy Combs, there's been growing concern over his recent appearance. Reports suggest he looked astonishingly thinner and grayer at a court hearing, leading to speculation about his well-being amid his ongoing legal issues. This change from Diddy is not being missed by fans, who say it makes him seem grayer and even sickly. Some sources even link his altered appearance to a refusal of prison food. His situation is being watched with concern by fans as we approach the holidays. 19. James Bond producers clash with Amazon over franchise's future. The future of the James Bond franchise is reportedly in a state of uncertainty due to disagreements between longtime producers and Amazon, which now owns MGM. Reports suggest clashes over creative direction, with the producers resisting attempts to reshape the iconic character. The stalemate raises questions about when and how the next 007 film will move forward. These new developments make for one interesting potential reboot for Bond, who is so different from the Mummy, but who, like Lee Cronin, might need a refresh, or he may continue to not have a film home. 20. More quick celebrity updates. Katy Perry, Sabrina Carpenter, Brittany Furlan. Katy Perry has released a deluxe edition of her album 143, titled 1432, featuring new tracks to the delight of her fans. Sabrina Carpenter gave a captivating performance on NPR's Tiny Desk concert, showcasing her musical talent. The star even discussed behind-the-scenes moments you may not have caught on camera. Brittany Furlan, wife of Mötley Crüe drummer Tommy Lee, revealed some surprising details about her husband's hygiene habits, claiming he only showers once a week. Despite the internet outcry from the gross act, she promises he is in fact very neat. Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr reunite on stage. Beatles fans were treated to a special moment when Paul McCartney brought out Ringo Starr during his recent London concert. The two legendary musicians performed Beatles classics together, marking a rare and heartwarming reunion. This is particularly exciting since just before this, we heard that Greenwood didn't quite have answers about whether there would be more from his band in the future. The Fab Four always find a way to surprise us. 22. Wrestling legend Rey Mysterio Sr. passes away at 66. The wrestling world is mourning the loss of Rey Mysterio Sr., a legendary figure and uncle to WWE superstar Rey Mysterio. He passed away at the age of 66, leaving behind a lasting legacy in the sport. Mysterio Sr. also has a well-known nephew by the same name in WWE. 23. Notable nonfiction books of 2024 and more year-end lists. As the year comes to a close, various outlets have started releasing their best-of lists. Literary Hub has highlighted 50 noteworthy nonfiction books of 2024, while the New York Times, JSTOR Daily, and USA Today have also shared their favorite reads. Additionally, The Guardian and IGN are among those offering their picks for the best films of 2024. Finally, even film directors are making their lists. 24. Last quick takes. Squid Game creators burnout? Rogan. Musical update. The creator of Squid Game has expressed feeling sick of working on the hit series, despite its massive success and an upcoming second season. There will also be a Squid Game sneak peek available only to those on Samsung Galaxy. A musical inspired by the breakdancer Rogan is moving forward under a new name after legal threats. There are reports that this new move will result in proceeds going to a women's shelter. 25. Nicole Kidman in Baby Girl. Nicole Kidman's new film, Baby Girl, is generating discussion about its exploration of sexuality and power dynamics. The actress has talked about having to pause sex scenes due to feeling burnout while filming. Some say that the politics of the movie are even more surprising than Kidman's words on the film. 1. Government shutdown averted for now. First up, a sigh of relief in Washington, D.C. as Congress narrowly avoided a government shutdown. Again. The Senate has passed a short-term funding bill approved by the House and signed into law by President Biden, keeping the government's lights on, at least for a little while. This last-minute deal prevents major disruptions to federal services and the economy. However, it's just a temporary fix, kicking the can down the road and setting the stage for another funding showdown in the near future. It seems like we do this every year. The recurring threat of a shutdown is also impacting travel plans, with potential slowdowns for air travel and Amazon deliveries looming. 2. Speaker Johnson's troubles deepen. And speaking of that averted shutdown, the whole debacle is not looking good for House Speaker Mike Johnson. This latest spending deal crisis has really exposed the deep divisions within the Republican Party. Johnson is facing increasing criticism from within his own ranks, with some questioning his leadership. There are even whispers that his hold on the speaker position might be weakening. In fact, former President Trump weighed in, saying that Mike Johnson will easily remain speaker if he acts decisively and tough on the spending bill. It seems like Johnson is walking a very thin tightrope right now. 3. Biden's judicial wins. In a significant win for the Biden administration, Senate Democrats have managed to confirm more federal judges than former President Trump did at the same point in his presidency. This late push has resulted in the confirmation of Biden's 235th federal judge. This achievement could have a lasting impact on the federal judiciary. Democrats are clearly trying to reshape the courts after the Trump years, ensuring a more balanced judicial landscape for years to come.